Our brothers? We have Neca's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Wanderer. So this is from the Mirage comics. This is a version from the 80s, very similar to kind of the Last Ronin style images, looks, but it's really it's kind of a standalone tale about Mikey, who is the Last Ronin, just going through without his brothers. It turns out it was a story then, but perhaps was a early storyline of the Last Ronin that they really expanded. In my stop motions I'm going to be doing, he's pretty much going to play the part of the Last Ronin because I really love this figure, and the look is just absolutely perfect. So we'll take a look at the box that Movie Mikey absolutely demolished. So here's some art from the comics. It's got that classic Mirage look. And let's see, some posing on the back. You can see all his weapons. He comes with just an assortment of weapons, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with those. And it is to be continued, so you got to get all those figures. All right, so let's unbox some weapons. And we'll just take him and put him back here to make sure he doesn't wander off. After all, he is the Wanderer. His feet are a little bit wobbly from when I did the stop motion of getting him out. He had to step down, so his ankles were, a little bit. He's a wonky Wanderer. The backdrop to this figure is actually pretty amazing. I'm just gonna take a closer look at that. It's like a cityscape background, but it's in the style of the comic. So I'm probably gonna keep that one off to the side and perhaps use that for some backgrounds and some stop motions. It's a really cool little piece of art. And then we have all these long weapons. We've got the blades, and looks like it looks like there's a little tie across it. Actually, no, it's two pieces of plastic on top of each other, and they just fall right out. My weapon safety technique is not up to par. And now we've got the tough decision to make of what to arm our Michelangelo with. So he does have the spot for these swords on his back, so while he would look pretty cool with the swords, I like the idea of having them in his back so you can see the handles above his head. I just think that's a really amazing look. So those are off the table. So now we've got a few other weapon choices, and he is Michelangelo and he comes with nunchucks. So I feel like we all know where this is going. And actually, I am pleasantly surprised with these nunchucks. Look at that. They have an actual piece of fabric and it could swing around. Unlike the movie Michelangelo, where it's a hard piece of plastic, there's no mobility. So these are, in my opinion, a much advanced version of his nunchucks, and I wouldn't be surprised if I borrowed those for the movie Michelangelo so that I can, he's been disarmed as I'm playing with all these weapons. It feels like it just pops right back in snugly, so no problems, no loose joints. I think it was just out of the packaging. It just probably got knocked loose. And check the mobility of the arm does not go too high, but the movie Neca one also does not go too high. So it seems like we have about the same shoulder mobility on there. And this one has very limited hip motions, the movie one. So let's check our Wanderer, who actually has a lot more leg motion. And let's check those knees. Actually, we got some pretty good movement on the knees. The Neca Turtles movie figures, in my opinion, have very, very poor articulation because they're so bulky. But I love the figures. As you can tell from all my videos, I use them more than anything. They're my absolute favorites. But doesn't mean that they have the best mobility. This Wanderer figure actually is a step above. But I mean, Neca put out the movie figures. The ones I have are from the first movie, so now they're years old. So as toy lines progress, their articulation will get better and more improved, and that's exactly what's happening here. Taking a look at his bonus hands. So we have the grabbing hands, and then we have these ones, which are the holding hands. So he comes with the fists in the packaging, but if we're going to want him to hold his weapons, we need to swap him out for the holding hands. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We might end up posing him later with some of the other, I kind of really like the open hand fist. He can kind of train to velociraptors at the time, but for now I'm just really in love with these nunchucks with kind of the mobility on them. I haven't had that on any of my figures yet, so I'm really enjoying that. this is just such a great, fantastic figure. If you like Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, The Wanderer, the Mirage comics, you're going to love this figure. Everything about this is absolutely perfect, and it just pairs well with any other Ninja Turtle, and I can't wait to start stop motioning with them. So thanks for watching, and enjoy!